Why does Troom Troom recommend this? It's a terrible idea. Why am I doing it for? It's a terrible idea. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video is quite special because the entire video is a subscriber recommended video. Yes, that's right, Amy wanted me to try the awful craft ideas and life hacks that come with channels like Troom Troom and 5-Minute Crafts. So today I thought I would try to recreate 11 amazing Christmas hacks and DIYs, Christmas decoration ideas from Troom Troom Select. Now if you've never heard of Troom Troom, then lucky you. But they're basically a channel that creates crafts and life hacks and pranks and tutorials and DIYs and stuff. But they always do it in quite a clickbaity fashion. Their thumbnails, you can just guarantee that whatever is in the thumbnails you're not going to see in their video, or it's not going to look as good as what it is in the video. And since it is Christmas time, I thought it was only appropriate to try some of these Christmas DIYs. Wish me luck.
Dwarves riding on the railing, a fake fireplace hiding in a corner, and golden bells ringing at the entrance? Time flies, and the new year is already knocking at your door.
What have you done to us, Amy? Why?
For the first Christmas decoration, prepare 2 round glass vases of different sizes.
I'm not doing this one. It seemed like a lot of effort and I just couldn't be arsed with it. But I'll show you what the finished product is.
A transparent snowman is ready to take his place of honor under the Christmas tree. Look how rich his inner world is. Polar bears.
Look how rich his inner world is. That sums up Troom Troom perfectly.
For this life hack.
Right, I'm gonna be doing this one.
For this life hack, you will need.
This is not a life hack, by the way. This is a Christmas decoration. It's not a f***ing life hack.
Need a piece of a plastic pipe and 3 60-degree elbow pipes. Connect the pipe with the outlets one by one. Take a red gift ribbon. Wrap the plastic hook with it. Draw a bow on a sheet of shiny, soft foam rubber. Cut the picture along the outline.
Okay.
With a hot glue gun, attach
Seems easy enough so far.
the golden bell to the bow.
Okay.
Glue it on the caramel cane.
Who calls it a caramel cane? It's just a candy cane.
Candy canes are ready. This
Say candy
decoration
cane.
will make your house look festive and put you in the holiday mood.
I actually think that one looks quite good and it's quite a clever idea. I know, I'm surprised them words are coming out of my mouth. So let's grab the materials and give that one a go. Right, so while I wait for my hot glue gun to heat up, I'll draw this ribbon so I can cut that out. I think that'll do. Right, one strange looking glitter bow cut out. Right, so I've got my PVC pipe here and I'll just stick this ribbon all the way up to the top. Hopefully I've got enough. The thing is, this is very fiddly. I keep getting myself tied in knots. One thing about Troom Troom is they just make things look really easy and they're like, oh yeah, just do this and do that and then you have this wonderful decoration. No. And let me know in the comments as well if you're an avid fan of watching Troom Troom. Because if you are, I just want to know why. That's all I want to know is why. Right, so far so good. I think it's looking okay. Right, now time to install the ribbon. This is self-adhesive apparently, so it should just stick itself on if I can get the backing off.
Attach a golden bell to the bow.
Right, there we go. There's my candy cane made out of a PVC pipe, and no inappropriate comments of the placement of this. But you know what? I think it looks alright. It's not too bad for Troom Troom. I'll give it that. In fact, I'm going to find a place in the studio for it. Wonderful. Right, let's see what's next.
And for the next life hack, you will need a box.
This is not a life hack, and I'm also not doing it because it's a ridiculous amount of work. They basically make a fake fireplace out of cardboard boxes.
Not a hack, not a life hack at all.
But it does look quite good in the end. This is what it looks like.
Made from ordinary cardboard. And it's okay that the fireplace is fake and the bright light of a fire isn't burning inside. After all, the warmth and joy of gatherings with a friend warm you up better than any fireplace. A firework of emotions from a friendly meeting can be decorated with a glittering...
Ugh, that was too much cheesiness. I think it was sick in my mouth.
Christmas!
Right, this next one, I'm going to attempt.
And now, take a plastic flower pot. Cover the pot with gold paint.
Okay.
Burn a hole in the bottom.
I'm not sure why they burn a hole in the bottom. Surely you could just drill it and it would be like safer and easier, but okay.
Take a red Christmas ornament. Pass the ribbon through the hole. Do the same with a few pots of different sizes.
Okay.
Hook the bell garland on the door.
Okay.
A charming and festive mood is guaranteed from the very doorstep.
Okay, so I did attempt to paint my plant pots gold. And yes, it didn't work out. Things went awful. All the paint flaked off. It must have been my paint or something, I don't know. So mine aren't going to be as gold as theirs are. I think I'm just going to drill through the top of them. I'm not going to use one of them heat tools that they did. Mine's going to look shit compared to theirs, I know it is. The paint's flaking everywhere. Right, okay, so that wasn't messy at all. Right, let's thread some baubles through. How did they do the rest?
Pass the ribbon through the hole.
It doesn't tell you how to keep it there. I'll just tie it in a knot, I think. Troom Troom giving us half instructions. I think that'll work. Just gonna pull the bauble all the way through though. In fact, oh shite. I'll hot glue this bit to the top. I don't know why I chose to do this one for. It's so much work. I think I'll just tie this into a loop and then hopefully it can just attach to the garland. I hate this one. Absolutely hate this one. And that's the thing with Troom Troom as well, they're just so optimistic about everything.
Christmas!
I am the opposite. I'm very pessimistic. So me and Troom Troom, we clash. Okay, so now that I've got all of them done, I'll attach them to the garland and see how shitty it looks. I also think I bought a garland that was far too long. For 4 of them, it was ridiculous. Right, there we go, that's my version, and it looks awful, I knew it would. It's not going in the studio, it's going in the bin, it's absolute trash. I am not hanging this on my door. People would run away, people wouldn't come back. Alright, let's see what's next.
And for the next life hack, you need nylon.
It's not a life hack, it's a Christmas decoration. I'm also not doing this one because if you know me, you know I am awful at textiles. But I'll show you the finished result.
At no extra cost, your house will be populated with a bunch of funny Christmas gnomes. Why not give them a ride on the cotton snow covered railing?
They do look quite good, to be fair, but
They're so sweet.
no. Right, this is what I'm gonna do.
And for this decoration, you need wooden clothespins. Take a metal spring out of a clothespin. Fasten the halves to each other with a hot glue gun. The glued pieces of wood together. Connect them with a hot glue gun.
Okay,
Make some more pieces. Glue a smaller snowflake.
okay,
Fasten it to the large snowflake.
okay.
Now you need Elmer's glue. Apply it with a brush. Sprinkle with white and silver sparkles.
The word they're looking for is glitter.
Fasten the ribbon. Excellent work! The toy looks very impressive.
It's a Christmas ornament, it's not a toy. But that's one I'm gonna try, so let me grab my materials.
Christmas!
Okay, so for this one, I'm only gonna be making the small one because I did order big and small pegs. And I'm pretty sure the big pegs did arrive, but I just don't know what I've done with them. I can't find them anywhere. They've got lost in my hoarding mountain. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go for a small one. And this should be pretty straightforward, and it actually doesn't look too bad. Right, hopefully that should be enough because otherwise I'm going to be here all day. Right now I'll just wait for that to dry. You have to think as well with Troom Troom and all their channels and all their views and subscribers they get, they'll be raking in millions of pounds. Absolutely crazy. Same with 5 Minute Crafts. I think they basically have a full team who just churn out content and that's how they do it. And I wonder where they get all their ideas from. Because surely these aren't unique ideas. They've obviously got them from Pinterest or other crafters. They've got them from somewhere anyway. Not all of them. I can imagine some of them would possibly be their own idea, but I don't know. Just thinking about stuff while I wait for glue to dry.
Christmas!
Right, so that's fully dry now, and I don't think it's looking too bad, to be fair. I'll just apply a thin layer of PVA glue. Right, now time to add some sparkles. And voila, lovely. It's really wet at the minute. A lovely peg snowflake. Completely worth it. I'll have to set that aside and wait for it to dry and then I'll figure out what to do with it. Put it in the bin. Right, let's see what we're going to be crafting next.
And for the next life hack, you will need dinosaur figurines and glitter.
Do Troom Troom not know what a life hack is?
Squeeze some glue on the back of a dinosaur. Distribute it evenly with a brush.
Okay.
Sprinkle with sequins. Sprinkle with sequins. Sprinkle with sequins.
They are not sequins, that is glitter.
Cover the rest of the dinosaurs with glue and glitter.
Glitter, yes, glitter.
It's so shiny. I just can't take my eyes off it. Put a pin above the flame of a candle. Insert it into the figurine to make a brooch. Pass a golden ribbon through the eye of the pin.
Right, okay, let's see what sparkles I have in the studio.
Christmas!
Okay, so I think this one will be relatively simple, and they do look quite nice actually. I know I like to slag Troom Troom off, but sometimes they have okay ideas. Just okay. Right, my T-Rex is covered. Time to add sequins. Alright, my glue is definitely a bit patchy, but that's okay. That's fine. Add a little hook. Right, I broke the hook, so it's not going to have a hanging thing. It's a simple idea. You just need a couple of days for everything to dry, and it ends up looking something like that. Fantastic. A work of art. So you don't want to waste any excess. You just tip straight back in. Right, let's move on to the final one.
Christmas!
Right, this definitely has to be the most crazy one out of all of them, which is why I've left it to last. So let's see what we have to do, or what I have to do.
For the next crazy idea, you need a plastic Christmas ornament. Cut the ball in half with a box cutter. Apply medical glue on your face. Fasten half the ball to your cheek. Glue the halves of the other Christmas toys to your skin. A Christmas tree is in my room, and it's talking to me. Why can't I do the same thing? I also want to shine and sparkle. Makeup for a Christmas photo shoot? Why not?
Who the hell is gonna go to a makeup Christmas photo shoot with baubles stuck on their face? Why is this an idea? The thing is, all of the rest of them on here are relatively sane and relatively decent, like you would the crafty and the decoration ideas, and then all of a sudden Troom Troom's like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stick baubles on our faces. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna be cutting some baubles up and sticking them on my face for no reason at all.
Christmas!
Right, so I've got a gold, a pink, and a purple one, because I think that colour combination will look fantastic on my face. These are a bit harder to cut than I thought they were going to be. Oh, bollocks, I just broke it. Ah, it's okay though, because I've got another one. Might see if I've got a sharper knife, one sec. Right, this should work, hopefully. It's the sharpest knife I own, I think. So watch my fingers. I'm terrified. I'm terrified. I can just see myself going straight through my hand. These are some very well made baubles, I will say that. Right, I'm going to cut these off camera and then I'll get back to you and we can stick them on my face. Okay, so who thought that I injured myself? Place your bets now. Well, if you said that, no, I didn't injure myself and I cut them baubles perfectly fine without any incidents, you would be wrong. I cut a chunk out of my finger. Like, you can kind of see the blood coming through now. So if you are going to attempt this makeup look, then just be aware that baubles are very difficult to cut in half. I would not recommend it at all. Right, I've got some cosmetic body and lip glue, and hopefully this will stick it to my face. This is probably the most stupid thing I've ever done, and that's saying a lot. Add a thin bit around the outside. Where shall I stick it? I'll put it here. I hope this comes off. I don't think this is going to work. I'm pretty sure that's just PVA glue, you know. That's exactly what it smells like. I'm going to try this stuff, this liquid plaster kit, see if that works. It says danger, burn skin and eyes in seconds. Oh, what am I doing? Imagine if I had to go to A&E with baubles stuck on my face because I couldn't get them off. I'm actually worried. Oh god, that bonded so quick. It's not super glue, is it? Okay, so that's one done. Right, where shall I stick this one? I think I'll stick it on my forehead. I'll zoom you in, actually. It's not in my hair, is it? It's in my hair. Why does Troom Troom recommend this? It's a terrible idea. Why am I doing it for? It's a terrible idea. This is just awful. But I'm going to keep going. What have I got there? Gold. I'll do some purple. Right, I think we need to even out this side of the face. So we'll put it there. This stuff's really good, actually, for sticking things to your face. I didn't think it was going to work. Just hope it doesn't work too well. But I suppose it's time to debut my new makeup look, so we'll have a little montage.
Christmas!
I can't laugh. I can't laugh. It's just disgraceful. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today's episode of trying Troom Troom Christmas hacks. So thank you very much, Amy, for recommending this video idea to us. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I can't even keep a straight face. And if you want to see anything else on the channel, whether you want to see me follow anyone else's craft ideas or tutorials, or you want to see any craft kits or anything like that, then leave your suggestions down below in the comments. And if you want to see whether I got these baubles off my face or whether I did have to take a trip to A&E, then follow me on Instagram. I'll put a post or a story or something like that to let you know how I got on. But anyway, I'll see you on Friday for a brand new video. Bye!